Aloha everyone, this is Stephanie with the Whispering Dragonfly coming to you with a beautiful pick a card reading for how is this new moon in Leo affecting you. So we have 3 piles today. Pile 1 is on the left, pile 2 is in the middle, and pile 3 is on the right. So take your time, use your intuition. If you need to pause the video, please do, and choose your pile. And I will meet you in your reading. Timestamps will be in the description box below. See you soon. Aloha pile 1. This is Stephanie with the Whispering Dragonfly coming to you with a pick a card reading here for how is the new moon in Leo affecting you. So we're going to look into just what Spirit has to say about this. This new moon in Leo, there's a lot of astrological energy going on at this time. Jupiter is in retrograde, Saturn's in retrograde, I forget who else is in retrograde, but essentially all the planets are lining up in their own sign. And then Leo opens the door for our heart chakra. Leo rules the heart. Leo also is about self-confidence, journeying into the self to find out, to release any blocks to where to the new. Leo brings a burst of fire energy. It brings new energy. Okay. And it's a new moon. So this is about new beginnings, new cycles that are happening for you. And we're going to look into how this is affecting you personally. Okay. Before we get started, I want to say thank you. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing. Thank you for hitting that bell button. All those things help my channel to grow and expand. Thank you so much for those who have donated or tipped. And thank you for those who comment. All of those things help my channel to grow. I'm so grateful to be engaging with each and every one of you. So thank you so much. As well as I do have personal readings available. That's in the description box below. I've put 3 different ways to have a personal reading with me in my Etsy shop. I am not on any of the other social media. There's been scammers about, so I'm just issuing a warning here. If you want a personal reading with me, I will never reach out to you or solicit you. So please do save your beautiful money if someone is posing as me. I'm not on Instagram. I'm not on Facebook or Telegram. I don't have Twitter or any of the other social medias other than YouTube at this time. So please save your beautiful money. Okay. So thank you for that. I also do a contest or drawing rather each month. It's free to enter, free to win. I'll let you know at the end of the video how to enter that drawing. It is for a 30-minute session with me personally. So we'll do that at the end. So let's get going. You guys chose the door to value. So this new moon in Leo, I'm really loving this. This is Pentacles. We have money. So there is a meta program going on for you at this time that has to do with values. Now, this is currency as in money. Okay, so many of you may be opening that door to a new beginning, new opportunity in your career or finances. But value goes further than just financial. Okay, so you are going to be looking into and having new beginnings in what you value. And this is going to be both financial, but what do you value in relationship? What do you value in love? What do you value for your health? Okay, so you're really going to be honing in at this time, especially with the other Jupiter being retrograde, which it's the great benefic, right? So it's a benevolent, whether it's forward motion or seemingly retrograde motion, Jupiter blesses us. But this is catching up to blessings from past work well done, right? And so you may be having income coming in from work that you have already done. And so with these planets kind of being in strong astrological energy, emotions are a little bit high. But when any planet goes into retrograde, it asks us to reflect. It asks us to look at how we have been handling things, what do we value, what do we care about, and updating that into the now. So sometimes our dreams, goals, ambitions, outcomes they can grow stale. Like, because when we're in the manifestation process, part of the manifestation process is the journey, as well as we get to update what we want. So as we are manifesting a particular person, a particular job, a particular outcome, working on a project, it's like we come to different pinpoints where we're asking for more, where we want more out of the situation. And I feel like with this group, you want more, whether that be in a relationship, whether that be money, whether that be your health. You're looking at, how do I expand? How do I have more? How do I have the most value in the most efficient way? So I feel like for this group, you guys definitely have the blessing of money coming in, and there's the doorway of opportunities, and it feels like golden opportunities. We have flowers here as well, just beyond these gates. So it feels like projects, relationships are starting to blossom that maybe there wasn't much forward movement on previously. Let's look at the Tarot of Dreams and go a little deeper. How is this full moon in Leo affecting pile 1? Perfect. All right. All right. Yeah, so far, the energy that I'm feeling is that you're finally going to be getting some forward movement after a time of rest, rejuvenation, after a time of maybe financial crunches or relationship crunches. The energy feels like it has been stagnant, and it's like with this group, it feels like you take 2 steps forward, one step forward, 2 steps back. It's been this in and out sort of energy that you've been coming up against certain obstacles or opportunities, as it were. But it looks like you have completed that cycle, and so now this whole new energy field is opening. Do you want these? Okay, to the side. Okay, and all right. So we have the 4 of Swords. Like I said, you've been in, this is in your past energy as it's reflecting on this new moon. So at the time of the new moon, which I'm recording this on the day of the new moon, mind you, these are timeless readings. So whenever you watch it, this energy, there'll be this new moon energy available for you. But here we have the 4 of Swords, which says that you may be a little more restful during this new moon. You may be feeling a little bit fatigued. You've been in a healing process, and this is about rest and rejuvenation. So they're saying take the time to reflect, because we have Magician next. So Magician is the first card in the deck after the Fools made their leap. So I feel like you, in this full moon, how it's affecting you is that you're recharging your battery. Okay, your personal battery. You're looking at what you want to manifest, and you're beginning that process. You've taken the leap of faith. You've made the change. You've turned the corner here. So some of you may have left a relationship or left a job or recently been offered an opportunity, or will in the coming weeks be given an opportunity for new beginnings. And this Magician says you have been manifesting this. And we have the 10 of Cups next. So it shows that how this is going to affect you. There is a lot of love that's coming in. Your cup is going to be overflowing, and they're saying it's going to be overflowing after a time of disappointment. Actually, you have some energy around you where things just have not gone the way you thought they were. So if you had somebody that you thought would be a great partner to you, and then the relationship has been slow or hasn't opened up the way that you wanted, or you thought that a certain field of work or a project you've been working on, like I said, you've been coming up against some obstacles, you're now going to be overflowing with happiness, with joy. 10 of Cups says it can be kind of fairyland, but it's good because this is you dreaming again, your big dreams, and you're starting to get the value and the benefits and the opportunities so that you can have your dream, so that you can have your goal and outcome. The energy of this new moon in Leo is supporting you on your manifestation. So for this group, they want you to review what you're manifesting. Okay, look at, do I still want it in this way? Is this still the path that I'm to go down? All right, because Spirit is taking you out. We have Six of Swords here. Spirit's taking you out of that tougher time. So during this, take a day or even just 30 minutes, okay, if that's all you have, to jot down how you'd like to rewrite your manifestations. Keep the things that still are relevant, but there may be some energies that no longer serve, right? So it feels like this group, you may be hanging on a little bit to an old manifestation that doesn't actually fit anymore. So look at your goals and outcomes and see what you've accomplished so far. If you still want things in the way that you originally did. I know as I have been shifting and changing through time, I've gotten my outcomes, right? I live where I've always dreamed of living, and I was asked to live here, right? I'm relating with people in the way that I would like to relate to them. But the path wasn't a straight line. It was absolutely a spiral, and it's still doing that. And I've modified what I've wanted through time. So some of my outcomes, it's like I've watched some of my clients actually do those, and I'm like, oh, that better serves them to be the head of a B&B or to buy that real estate, right? Like that wasn't for me, but I was picking up on a dream or a goal or manifestation that maybe down the road I might want it again, right? So our manifestations are always changing, okay? And so look at your contracts and see if you'd like to move things around a little bit, okay? Because they're saying that you've got new beginnings here and new manifestations and dreams. So we want to make room for those. Spirit is absolutely protecting you, protecting your goals and outcomes, and they're bringing you out of that choppy water. We have the World here, which says the world implies that you have passed judgment. You've had your wake-up call, and that now a cycle's ending and a new cycle is beginning. Spirit is saying, well done. For you guys, and it has all the elements here on the World, okay? And you're in the middle here. It looks like a joker, but this reminds me a little bit of the Magician, okay? So you're in the middle balancing the medicine wheel. And Spirit is saying you have done a fantastic job, pile one. And so now you're about to get your blessings and start a whole new cycle. Excuse me, my dog's kind of breathing funny there. Let me pause real quick and just check on her. Okay, there we go. Sorry, I needed to check on her. But essentially, Spirit is saying that you are absolutely doing a great job balancing, and you've come through a cycle. Like some of you may, like I said, may have had to recently break up with a relationship or complete a cycle in your workplace or in your health. Because this shows 10-year cycles, that the World indicates long-term cycles coming to an end. You've gotten the lesson, so now you can start a new beginning. Now, I do feel like there's some inner conflict at the beginning here because you're tired, all right? At the beginning of this cycle, when the new moon hits, remember you're in this healing energy and this rejuvenation energy. So there's a little bit of internal conflict going on for you, and you may have a bit of external conflict because you've been persevering, but you are showing up a bit on this moon cycle. This is like the moon in Sagittarius. You're showing up as the wounded warrior. But the thing is this also speaks of perseverance. So Spirit's saying they're acknowledging that you have persevered, you've overcome temptation, okay, with the devil here, and you're about to move straight on into a new beginning that you love, okay? This could be love romance, this could be business, matters not. It means that your heart is opening, okay? With this Leo season and this new moon, you're letting go of anything that's low value. You're treating yourself highly. Now, they did give me a bunch of cards. Let me look. Okay. I do feel like for some of you during this Leo season, there's someone on the side here who is watching you, okay? So they might be looking at your social media. They might be a person, secret admirer. They could be somebody that you were dealing with that you're in no contact with. But they're there has been some disappointment between the two of you with this Ten of Swords, okay? What they're showing is that this person, so for some of you, this door to value, you may have decided to walk away from like someone in the soulmate cycle, because I do read on the soulmate cycle. You may have decided to walk away or cut some cords with a person that you cared about. We have this Knight of Cups, so there's someone who definitely has romantic feelings for you. This is kind of a side note. This pile sort of came out on its own on the side. And then we have King of Wands. And this is someone who, you know, they're wanting to show up for you, but they're kind of in an energy of wanting things their own way. The King of Wands is super passionate, very intuitive. They're pre-emperor energy, so about their business, about bringing things together. But this energy can also, and it is showing up as why you guys had the burden, is they were in their pride. And I feel like that during this Leo season, that's part of your inner conflict that you're having, is because many of you have walked away from someone that you wanted it to work out with romantically, and they sort of they missed the boat. They didn't have the communication with you. Now, that being said, now I'm curious. I want to see what this person, because this wasn't meant to be a love reading in particular. I'm going to use the Mermaid Tarot. Okay, what about this person? What does pile 1 need to know about them? Okay, they're in a lot of regret. Okay, so if this person has been silent, they are absolutely watching you, either on social media. It's not creepy stalker energy, but it's definitely like trying to find out how you're doing. If you're single, if you have mutual friends and you're not on social media, they might be asking about you. Okay, but they're definitely in a space of regret, remorse. Okay, so what are they going to do about it? Yeah, we have recognition here. So I do feel like they want victory with you. But I don't know that they're going to reach out during this particular cycle, because their energy is still really held back into themselves. But I think Spirit just wanted you to know that they are watching, that they are regretful of how things happen. Now, that's not going to be for everyone. That was definitely a side message, and it came out as a side message. But this new moon energy is affecting both of you. So if you're in a soulmate cycle or a divine flame, twin flame cycle, and you're in separation, know that this person is watching. They're finding out about you. I don't see likely communication as of yet in the 3D world, but they are communicating with you elsewhere. They're communicating in dream time. They're communicating in like telepathically, mind to mind. They are recognizing where it went wrong and their place in that. So during this next couple, because we're looking at from new moon to new moon, so in this time frame, I don't feel like they're going to be reaching out necessarily, but the energy wants you to know that they are in a space of change. They are wanting to come back in. It just may not be that they connect with you during this lunar cycle. It feels like the next one will be the one that they connect with you. That being said, we'll have to look at the energies when we get there, okay? But you do have someone that is watching you and realizing that they've made a mistake, but they're definitely still in their ego. So you're going to do your own thing. You're going to be in your value and move forward. And I love that for you, okay? I'm going to pull a rune card and then to close out here and just see what the energies are around for you. But it looks like amazing changes during this lunar cycle for pile 1. It looks like you guys are well, you found your value, you found your worth, and therefore everything is healing and changing, because you're not going to put up with less than in any area of your life. And this is really great, because I feel like your energy has been very heavy on you for a time, and they wanted this one, which is harvest. Okay, beautiful. So this tells of harvest, and it tells about seasons and cycles. Okay, so this new beginning that you're starting right now, harvest can indicate a year's worth of time. So what you start right here at the Leo new moon. We also have the 8/8 Lionsgate, which I will do a spiritual read on. This energy that's opening is going to blossom throughout the year. So it speaks of a year's time. It also talks about the Wheel of Fortune here. So this is saying that you are moving into a new cycle. The tarot cards that are associated with harvest are Justice, the Sun, the World, Queen of Pentacles, and King of Pentacles. Like I said, you've got 10 of Cups here and Door to Value. You got a lot of money coming in here. You got a lot of new energy. King and Queen of Pentacles are the long-term mates in a love relationship. So what it's saying is, like, it's possible that you could get back with the person who's showing up in the reading on the side here. They're peeking in, okay? I'm giving a little peek. They're not quite in yet, but they're given a little peek. And so over the course of this year, okay, you may be dealing with this person, but it's leveling up the value. You will not accept them back in unless they show up with new action, because you have cleared that cycle. Okay, and the World has come up twice now, because this card holds the World in it as well. All right, so really beautiful energies, pile one. I love this. It feels like this opening that's happening right now in this new moon cycle, and especially the Lionsgate with this group, you have all new beginnings, and that harvest is going to keep blossoming throughout the year. So, whatever you open up here is going to bring fruit within the year's time. This is beautiful energy. It's like you've been working for a long time, and then now, boom, all of this goodness is coming back in as a reward for you. So they're just saying, stay out of your own way, get out of your own mind and mental conflict. The mind's not needed for this particular transition, okay? This is about you being in your spirit. You're manifesting. Law of attraction would be a really good thing to study if you don't already, because you're naturally doing that. So you're just going to hone and master your skills over this year. And do expect an increase in your finances, an increase in your love, anything that you value. There is increase happening in a beautiful way. So I love this. Thank you guys so much. I'm going to leave it there. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing. For those of you who would like to enter the drawing, remember it's free to enter, free to win. Here's how you do it. You be a subscriber if you're not already. So subscribe, hit that bell button, like and share this video. And then in the description, in the comment section below, write, I am valuing myself. I am valuing myself. And that lets me know that you would like to claim this reading and be entered into the drawing. I will do that drawing on the 1st of the month and announce the winner, and hopefully it is you. So until next time, aloha. Aloha pile 2. This is Stephanie with the Whispering Dragonfly, coming to you with a beautiful pick a card reading for how is this new moon in Leo affecting you. We're going to look at just what Spirit would like to talk about, messages from Spirit in this regard of how this astrological energy is affecting you. Now, generally and collectively, we're going through some really big shifts. The astrological energy, we have multiple planets in retrograde, Saturn, I believe Pluto, as well as Jupiter goes retrograde today. I'm filming this on the new moon day. And so there's a lot of great reflective energy. Emotions can be very, very high. I'm loving how this sage is like really smoking. So we're clearing for pile 2. And I can see at the beginning of your reading here how there's some nice changes that are happening. And so Leo in general brings this really beautiful energy. So Leo is the start of, we've just come out of, we've just come out of Cancer season, and so that watery sort of nurturing kind of energy, and now we're in Leo season, and Leo shows up with with a bang, we'll call it, right? It's a burst of energy. Leo brings forth, they rule the heart and the heart chakra. And so, and the physical heart in your body is ruled by Leo. And all matters of the heart, your self-confidence, your like self-love, how you relate to others, action-oriented. This is fire and spark and new energy. So where things have been stagnant collectively, we're dropping off that old energy. We're about to have that 8-8 Lionsgate, which is powerful, powerful alignment. I will do a separate video on that in a few days. But this is gorgeous energy bringing you guys into new beginnings. So Leo already brings new beginnings, and then it's a new moon in Leo, and new moons bring us new beginnings. It's a way to plant the seed for our next manifestation. Now this energy goes from new moon to new moon, but with this powerful astrological alignments, you may be processing this for months, these new beginnings, okay? Because this has the opportunity to bring in a whole new life-changing events, all right? And so really beautiful energy there. Now, before I get started on your reading here, I just want to say thank you. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing. Thank you for hitting that bell button. Thank you for those of you who have donated and tipped. It's very, very helpful. And thank you so much for those who comment. I love engaging with you. I love this community that we're building, and all of those things help my channel to grow and expand. I do offer private readings. That information is in the description box below. I've put 3 different options on my Etsy channel in order for to accommodate different budgets as well as time frames for people, right? Now, that being said, there are a lot of scammers on, excuse me, it's really smoking. We're clearing some things out here. All right, so there's a lot of scammers on YouTube at this time. I feel like my channel has been somewhat safe. I've personally been hacked. And so I am no longer on any social media. So I'm not on other than YouTube. So I'm not on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, none of that. Okay, so if anybody comes to you posing as me, asking you for a reading or to send money, please save your money, report them as a scam, because I will never solicit you. You're always welcome to contact me. That information is in the description box below. Okay, enough of that energy. I do a free drawing every month, free to enter, free to win, for a 30-minute session with me personally. If you're interested in that, I'll let you know how to enter the drawing at the end of the video, as some are just here for the messages, okay? So let's get to it, pile 2. All right, we have the thinking man. All right, we have the world and we have action. All right, so I feel like with this Leo new moon, how it's affecting you, you are going to be, man or woman, matters not. You are going to be in a position of reflection, thinking on what manifestations you would like to enact upon, right? You are closing out a cycle, and what it's saying is the world is your oyster here, okay? So I feel like with this group, you have some major action coming in, and this action reminds me of the chariot because we have these 2 horses here. And the typical chariot has a chariot hooked up to a black and a white horse, representing shadow and light, yin and yang, and balancing, right? And then moving into action. The balanced emperor drives the chariot. That being said, for those of you that are looking for love with this group, pile 2, I feel like that you have someone that's coming on in. They are going to have some action towards you. Now, this person could be, this reminds me of King of Swords energy. Okay, this person could be very, very intelligent, very intuitive, but not the best at speaking their emotions. They may be spying on you on the web, so they may be looking at your social media, or you may meet them online, but there is action coming towards you. So this is showing that you may be receiving some communication from someone. Now, this could be someone from the past or someone completely new. I feel like for this group, it's a mixed bag as far as if you're looking for love. It does feel like there's someone coming on in with action and communication. It feels like you've recently finished up a cycle with an old flame or with something that was not working out very well. And this is opening the door for you to have a new beginning. Now, this could be a new beginning with the person you finish the cycle out, if you're in a soulmate cycle or a divine flame, twin flame union, whatever you want to call those higher spiritual unions. We know that those can, this new person may just be this person in their updated form. But for a lot of you, it's a brand new person that you may not know has been interested. They've been thinking about you. They've been looking at your social media. You may know them from a friend of a friend, or they may just be a follower on one of your social medias, or you might know them from work. But they have kept this secret, okay? But during this lunar cycle, there's going to be action and communication on that. So for those of you not looking for love, this is you in the position of reflection and getting yourself out there in action on your goal or outcome. So some of you may be building business. Some of you may be working on a very specific project. And you may be like some of you may be opening a YouTube channel, or you may be selling a product that will do really well digitally. This is showing around the world that you can be known or have your product seen and sold around the world. Okay, so there's an opportunity for expansion here, but you're in the space of thinking at the very beginning. Okay, planning what you're going to do, and then the action comes a little bit further along on the cycle. But any way it goes, it feels like there is movement where there wasn't before. All right, so you guys, some of you may actually be moving to a new place with this World card in action. Okay, so you may be thinking it's time for a move. Some of you might move to a whole new country, right? So there's a lot of movement in this particular reading. There's a lot of action where there was inaction before. I feel like there had been some stagnation. You weren't sure how things were going to work out. It feels like with this group that you may have even been a little bit like uninspired for a time, and it's like this new moon brings in new inspiration, because look at how he's looking at this crystal. Okay, he's really thinking and learning about this, and it's almost like a spiritual epiphany. And he's connecting with that particular crystal in this. And he's got two feathers in his hat, which says that though he's a thinking man or woman, okay, matters, gender doesn't matter here. Though this thinking process, the feathers indicate that there's a connection to spirit here. Okay, so I feel like you're going to be contemplating some things, but you're having some spiritual epiphanies at this time. Remember, there's very potent energy around great change for the collective, but how it's affecting you is actually getting you into action. Okay, at the beginning of this particular I wanted to say season, okay? So Leo season, right? This particular energy, this particular new moon, you're in contemplation of how to balance, what to choose. You may be a little bit indecisive. That's why you got the thinking man with the two of coins. All right, so the thinking man, the two of coins, basically are saying the same thing. Two of coins says you can be a little bit indecisive, a little bit wobbly, but it feels like you're a little bit wobbly on which action to take. So you're doing some contemplation before taking that action, because you have a lot of new beginning opportunity happening. And I feel like you're wanting to avoid temptation and make the right choice for yourself. Yeah. Wow. Okay, so you guys have triple aces in your reading, and it's really beautiful. You guys are going through huge change. So we have Ace of Wands, Ace of Cups, and then the last ace is Ace of Swords. All right. Your life is about to radically change. So you're making some big decisions. You're making some big decisions on passion, on love, on spiritual epiphany, communication. Okay. You're looking at, how do I build the life that I want to have? And this particular lunar cycle is giving you a burst of energy for all these new beginnings. Now, I do feel like there is contemplation, because we have the Devil and we have the Hanged Man. So I feel like with this, you're really considering, some of you may be tempted by a person or by an offer that, how can I say that could be toxic. Okay, so if you have like a toxic ex come back from the past and they have not changed, you're going to think about it. You're going to take a new perspective. The Hanged Man turns themselves upside down to see a new perspective, to see things in a new way. Okay, because remember the devil here, look, that's just Capricorn's energy. All right, this is Saturn, the father that says you will manifest everything you want on earth, but you have to look at your shadow before it's given to you. So you're very close to your manifestation. The devil, or Capricorn as a constellation, is the gateway to God, universe, source. You have to go through Capricorn before you can get past it to the Aquarian age, before you can get to Pisces, out there. It's like, in order to get to source, you do have to learn to create in the sixth dimension. Okay, the devil, as it were, is just creation in the sixth dimension. Okay, but notice how this cage is open. It's self-limiting beliefs, and I feel like you may come up against some self-limiting beliefs. All right, but remember, beliefs are just that. If you break down the word, it says be, lie, if. All right, it's like we're trying to decide. Well, sometimes in order to be, we make a lie on the what ifs, and it's a belief, and you can change a belief because it's essentially things we tell ourselves that we think are true, but there's always a new perspective to see. And so what you've been thinking, especially if it's been negative against yourself, or if it's if you're running into fear around your new beginning, question that belief system. Is it true? It might have been true at one time, but is it true now? Is it serving me? In the Hawaiian system, effectiveness is the measure of truth. All right. This is how you know if something is true. Is it effective? Now, what's effective for me may not be the same thing that's effective for you. And that's why what's true for one person may not be true for another. So we each have our own path to walk down. All right. So your dreams, goals, desires, those are given from source, because we are expanding in our consciousness, and each one of us is a cell within this thing we call source, or God, or universe, whatever your term is for it. That thing which knows more than you do, right? That holds the cosmos together. And we're all a cell, just like we have 72 trillion cells, each human being, each thing on the earth and in the cosmos is a cell of the universe. And the universe or source is always expanding. So your dreams, goals, and desires are an expansion of God themselves, okay, or universe themselves. And so this is saying that your desires are sacred. So you may be moving through some fears at this time. Now, if you have someone coming in who's super tempting but has sort of toxic energy, you're coming through as the high priestess. The high priestess is mute. The high priestess observes, and this is the energy of the moon. It's lunar feminine energy. It doesn't matter what your gender is. This is staying quiet, observing, seeing if the changes have taken place. This is akin to the intuitive side of the thinking man. This would be what would be considered the thinking woman or the intuitive woman. Both of these are saying that both sides, your divine masculine side of yourself and the divine feminine side of yourselves, are going to be in contemplation. You're going to be using your intuition. You're going to be looking at, okay, how do I take this action? But you're certainly going to do it. We have the Fool here. You're going to make the leap of faith. All right. And this is really beautiful here. That yellow butterfly may have significance to you. There's a cat on here, and there's fish scales in the world, okay, as well as rainbows. So any of those things may be signals from Spirit to you that you're to move forward on your path. You are absolutely having a brand new beginning. For many of you, I feel a strong move somewhere else, okay, because we've got this Fool here. For others of you, you're going to be taking that risk and that leap of faith for a relationship. Okay, for others of you, that passion project that you've been wanting to do, but you've been too scared to do, you're going to make that leap of faith into a new opportunity in your job realm, okay, in your career realm or in your health. Any way it goes, huge new beginnings, and you're going to do it. I'm very, very proud of you, pile 2. All right, so the advice from Spirit is, take your time to contemplate, but avoid analysis paralysis, because this is a lunar month of action for you. Okay, so take the time to contemplate, go in and assess in your intuition. All right, take the new perspective, avoid any kind of temptations that may come up that would distract you from your path, and that it would distract you from your path. Because remember, this indecisive energy, where attention goes, energy flows. So when we're indecisive about what we want, there's nowhere for the energy to go, and that creates the stagnation. But the power of choice and the free will choice that we have and the power of deciding is huge, because that equals creation. Once you decide, then everything in the universe shifts in order to get you what you want. Okay, that's how powerful you are as a being. And pile 2, you're coming into knowing your power in this particular month. So much new energy coming in, and it's on multiple levels of your life. Where things were stagnant, you're about to get a move on here, okay? I'm going to pick one rune card to close out the reading. Okay, for pile 2, how is the energy of this new moon in Leo affecting them? You can't make this stuff up. You got movement. Okay, what did I say at the beginning? I've been saying movement over and over again. So some of you may be doing a physical move. Others of you, this also has to do with cooperation, with union, transcendence, spiritual awakening, and change. So what you can expect is great change in this particular lunar cycle. So from new moon to new moon, these energies I feel like maybe with this group moving through for the next 6 months to a year, but it's certainly the start of this. The tarot cards associated with is the Lovers, the Chariot, the Hangman, the Eight of Wands. All right, we've got action once the Chariot, Hangman showed up. We've got the Lovers is all in this new love, and the Fool card here. Okay, so really exciting. You guys are going to be waking up spiritually. There's movement on your goals and outcomes. Some of you are coming into union with a lover, or some of you may be moving into a new home, or moving into a new job, but there is movement. Major movement and change. So just be prepared for the transition. Stay grounded the best that you can. Use your intuitive and thinking faculties to help you to make the choices that you need to make, because you will be in an action-oriented energy this particular cycle. And there's a lot of leaps of faith that you're being asked to do. Okay, so they're just asking you to take a beautiful perspective, change, fear just equals face everything and rise. Okay, so you can face the fear, acknowledge it, say thank you for that, thank you for doing your best to protect me, but I have the power of my free will choice. We're going to make this choice and go with it. Okay, I was watching an ex-CIA agent, Evie, what is her last name? It's very Greek, Evie Pompla something or other, okay? But she does a great talk on YouTube just about how to keep your composure during change and challenges when other people are emotional. And one of the things is you can't control anybody else's actions, but what you can control is your power of choice and your power of linguistics, okay? How you look, how you feel. So you can get yourself ready each day for these changes and be prepared in the moment. So you can't change anybody else's perspective. I feel like you're going to have a lot of shifts and transitions. So that's why they wanted me to bring that up. But remember, where your power is in your choice. And once you make a choice, you take ownership of that choice and you move forward with it. And you can change your mind at any time. It's just not sitting here in the wavery or the wobble, okay? You choose a path and you go down it, all right? And if it doesn't work, you can't lose at this thing called life, right? It's like you go down the path. If something isn't working and it's not to how you like it, you make a new choice and you turn down a different direction. It's like when you are traveling, you don't just stay on the same road forever. I mean, like sometimes there's roads like in the United States, you can take a road that goes pretty well across the US, but you're going to have little detours and turns here and there. And that's appropriate for the changes that you're making. Okay. So you can't mess it up. Whatever you choose is correct for you in the moment. All right. So just know that you can't mess this thing of life up. All right. Everything we learn from and grow from. But from the looks of this, it's going to bring a lot of love. It's going to bring a lot of new beginnings, spiritual truth, good feeling, like raw energy. Like I'm feeling very energetic in this particular moment because where things were stagnant, everything's kind of moving now in my system. And so this is saying, go for it. Go for your big dream and your goal. All right. Avoid the temptation. See it in a different light, because you're here to prosper at this time. And for some of you, it could indicate even fame with this world card. That's not for everyone, but they just said, like a video goes viral or your YouTube goes, subscribers go through the roof, in a short amount of time or something of that sort. You're going to be... there's an element for those of you who are wanting that, because I know that's very specific and this is a reading for thousands of people. It's not personal, but that particular specific message is go for it because you're meant to be seen. All right. So thank you so much if you're still with me. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing. I'm going to go ahead and leave that there. I love all of these new beginnings for you. Remember, triple aces in a card game, you are going to win that hand. All right. And so can't get much better than that. Trip aces. All right. All right. So thank you so much. For those of you who would like to enter the drawing, it's free to enter, free to win. Here's how you do it. You be a subscriber if you're not already. So subscribe, hit that bell button, like and share this video. And then in the comment section below, write, I am moving into action. I am moving into action. This lets me know that you're claiming the reading and you would like to be entered into the drawing. And I will do that drawing on the 1st of the month and announce the winner. And hopefully it is you. So until next time, aloha. Aloha Pile 3. This is Stephanie with the Whispering Dragonfly coming to you with a beautiful pick a card for how is the new moon in Leo affecting you. So we're going to look into how these energies are affecting you, what's likely coming in this lunar cycle. There is huge astrology at this time. We have Jupiter just went retrograde, Pluto's retrograde, I think Saturn's retrograde. So there's a lot of reflective energy. It can feel a little chaotic, a little bit of emotional, but the beautiful thing about Leo is that we've moved from watery Cancer into Leo season. And Leo rules the heart. And so our physical heart, but also the heart chakra. And Leo also in the tarot is the card of the sun. And so there is a burst of energy. The sun is returning to, its natural, beautiful position here, right? It opens our hearts and our minds, and it brings a burst of raw energy, fire energy where things may have been a little bit stagnant, or we may have been working through some purge-like energies. And so we're going to look at the beautiful things that this Leo new moon's bringing in. And Leo's a new beginning of sorts because the sun's really amping up in the northern hemisphere. We are in summertime, and the new moon also has to do with new beginnings and new energy and the potency and possibility of the energies therein. Okay, before we get started, I want to say thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing. Thank you for hitting that bell button. All those things help my channel to grow and expand. So grateful to those of you who have donated and tipped. Thank you so much. And thank you for those who comment. I'm really loving engaging with you. We're building a nice community here. I want to keep that going. Okay, so thank you so much for that. I do offer private readings. That's in the description box below. I have put 3 different options on my Etsy channel. Now, it has come to my attention that there's a lot of scammers targeting tarot readers on YouTube. So I do not have any other social media besides YouTube. And so I'm no longer on Facebook. I'm not on Instagram anymore, TikTok, WhatsApp, Telegram, all of those, Twitter. I'm not on any of them. Okay. So if someone posing as me or using my picture and asking you for money or asking you if you'd like to do a reading with them, know that that's a scam. Please do report them and save your beautiful money. I want my viewers to have a safe viewing experience. So please do contact me if you would like a reading, but I'll never solicit you. Okay. And then, so let's leave that energy there. And we do have, every month I do a free drawing for a 30-minute session with me personally. It's free to enter, free to win. I'll let you know how to enter that drawing at the end of the video, as some people are here just for the messages. Okay, so enough with the announcements on that one, all right? But sadly, we have to give those kind of announcements now. All right, so you chose Journey. This is beautiful. I'm really loving it. So this new beginning is opening a journey for you. And this feels like, and we have a 2 up top, which reminds me of a pair, of union. This also feels like a physical journey. So some of you may be traveling for spiritual purposes, because we've got this moth over here. As well as maybe for love or business purposes, but any way it goes, you are going on a journey. This is both metaphysical and physical here. I asked for some clarifiers, and we got a man holding a heart and a woman holding a coin. So this journey, I'm loving this, because in the soulmate cycle, so for those of you that are in a soulmate cycle with a soulmate or a divine flame, twin flame type of union, it feels like there is this energy coming together. This woman holding a coin really reminds me of Queen of Wands and Queen of Pentacles here. Okay, you, the divine feminine, you know, take it how it resonates, whether you're the divine feminine or masculine energy in your connection. But the divine feminine has really shifted, and I feel like, so I'm talking to you as the divine feminine in the reading, is you've shifted and you're more focused on your financial well-being. You're focused on being in your power, spiritually and otherwise. It's like you've gone through a glow up. We have 42, so that number may be significant to you. Yields down to a 6, which means you're coming into balance, universal love. Beautiful energy here, where previously in this soulmate cycle, and this was not meant to be a love reading, but this is what they're giving me. So if you're not interested in love, I would say pick one of the other readings, because this one's heavy on the soulmate cycle. Okay. And so we have a man holding a heart. This is the divine masculine. During this lunar cycle, finally, opening up their heart. And it's because you've kind of, some of you may be in separation, or you're separated emotionally, like you may physically be near one another or in each other's space, but you've been a little bit emotionally distant, the divine feminine. I feel like this has come from disappointment from previous interactions, as the soulmate cycle has been. There's been a lot of disappointment on both sides. But that has actually caused the divine masculine here to get into their heart. And I feel like they're coming forward. We're going to look at it, but the energy that I'm getting is because you've chosen to take your energy back a little bit and really be in your power, divine feminine. The divine masculine's now in their heart. Okay, you'd already opened up your heart chakra. You've already been in that energy for a long time. You've been on this journey for a bit. And we've been waiting on the divine masculine to get in their heart, and I don't feel like that they can wait any longer on that, okay? So they're coming forward as being in their heart space. But let's go a little deeper and look at how this Leo new moon is affecting you and affecting this connection, okay? Because this reading that they're telling me focus on the soulmate cycle. So again, if you're not interested in love, please choose one of the other ones, or you're welcome to look at any of my pick a cards on the pick a card playlist on my channel, okay? But I gotta listen when they're giving me the direction to go in here, okay? Let's see here. So how is this new moon in Leo affecting pile 3? Want me to give a good shuffle. Yeah, and it feels like this energy for some of you, you may have walked away previously, because notice the bags are packed here and you're holding the light. And this is a divine feminine on the card. So the divine feminine may have said, you know what, I have had enough of this back and forth. I'm just going to do my own thing. I'm going to go on my journey here. And that has propelled the divine masculine to go, oh shit, I don't feel their energy anymore. Something has changed, or they feel it, but it feels different or a little distant. And they're going, I got to do something because I don't want to lose my divine feminine. All right. And so this is actually them coming forward, hopefully to action. We'll see. I'm getting the cards here. It looks like they're trying their best to boss up. In this cycle. Beautiful. Wow. Yeah, gorgeous. All right, you guys. What is that there? Okay, one more. Okay, perfect. So I just want to say that we've got the pair, the Emperor and Empress, showing up here, okay? This says to me that this connection that you have is power couple type of energy. But how it's showing up is we have the Emperor showing up first. So your divine masculine, okay, again, take the roles as it pertains to you, as it resonates. The divine masculine in this connection is feeling like they need to boss up. They've been really focused on their money as well, because they see how you inspire them and they see how well that you do. Pile 3, the divine feminine here is Empress mode. You are extremely attractive physically, mentally, spiritually, but financially you have your stuff together, you're getting it together. It feels like you are focused on your goals and values, and they see this and they want to honor that. They want to match you. I feel like they have been coming towards you previously in an energy of like a page or a knight, okay? So they had not quite matured, but they've been working on maturing so that they can offer their heart. But they want to be able to come in as an equal and provide, and they want to be stable themselves. And so they've been working on that. And previously, they may not have been able to offer much to you because they did not feel like they were equal to you. But now they've been so focused on getting themselves, like you may have met them when they were going through a hard time, or had just lost their job, or were in a health situation. Like any way it goes, it feels like this emperor that you have been dealing with was in dire straits, or was in a position where they did not feel like they were in their power when you guys first met. But something about you has changed them, and changed them actually into even wanting a relationship. This emperor energy can often be very egoic and feels like it doesn't want to be in a relationship with anyone else. They just want to be the boss, right? But what has come in here underneath the man holding the heart is the Knight of Cups. This person has a lot of love for you. You have surprised them, okay? They did not think that they could love again, and that love is propelling them to get their shit together. Excuse my cussing, but that's the word that Spirit gave me, okay? Because they know that they have to make a change. Now, they may have been fantasizing about you a bit. I don't feel like this person has communicated their romantic feelings to you, or not in a way that has made it clear, okay? They may have come to you, like I said, they were coming to you as a page, maybe a knight, but more of a page, right? And so now they're bossing up, okay? And they are feeling these extreme romantic feelings towards you. Now they're going to come in and they're going to make an offer to you in this lunar cycle. All right, they're going to make an offer to the Empress. They're going to make an offer to the woman holding the coin. Now, that being said, the Ace of Coins, it may be a small offer. This with the stag here is showing me like a peace offering. This is gentle, okay? It may not seem like much, but when a person offers with the Ace of Coins, the Ace of Coins is the Ace of Diamonds, which is a desire for both money and love, all right, in the Destiny cards. So when a person gives an offer with the Ace of Coins, it may not seem like much, but it's high value, and they're intending for it to grow. So the new beginning that they want with you is something that can grow together into the power couple. But that being said, they're not going to rush in and offer you the world, okay? They're just not yet. But they are going to come in with an offer. Now, that being said, I feel like they're going to come in with an offer, and they may still have their masks on a little bit, okay? So I feel like, because the Queen of Wands is powerful, passionate, all of those things, but sometimes the Queen of Wands, in their attractiveness, can wear a bit of a mask, all right? She even has a mask on in this particular Queen of Wands, all right? So your person's coming in, the offer that they give, or the compliments that they give, or even an apology that they give may seem somewhat superficial up at first, or you know that they've got a bit of a mask on. They're not quite saying everything that they need to say, but they're going to do their best, okay? And that's what Spirit wants you to know, is they're going to do their best. They are wildly attracted to you. That makes them nervous. But what they want to offer you is this Two of Cups, this union, okay? But it doesn't feel like they're going to be professing their ever-dying love, right? But they may say, hey, I've been working, like they may give you a bit of an explanation. Hey, I've been working on myself. I've been doing my best to, make it right within myself so that I can offer this. Can we see how it goes? Okay. Can we be exclusive, right? And see how it goes. So I feel like they are coming forward to make an offer, and it's one that will grow. But remember, coins are slow growing. But their cup here, what they want for you, we've got the swans again. Again, this is the soulmate cycle. The divine union is the swans, the twin flames, all right? They want that, but you mirror them, okay? And so both of you, you know, the divine masculine's coming in with their heart on their sleeve. They're just not really able to say it in that way. And the divine feminine is a little unsure. And here's why I see that. Because when they come in to make the offer, you're going to be single and in your power, okay? But you are considering whether to stay single or to accept their offer because you've been hurt. You've been disappointed by them. All right? Let's just call it how it is. There's been disappointment here. That energy is around. They may have even rejected you previously, which is why you said, okay, I'm going to focus on the coin. I'm going to go do me and make myself attractive and make myself feel good and stable and handle my own business, okay? Because I feel like there's this sense of rejection around this connection, but what's coming in, what Spirit's showing is the star. This is healing, this is recognition, and this is wish come true, because you don't really want to be single. Like this group is in this soulmate cycle. You love this person. You know, it's just been challenging. And you've done things exactly correctly, because now it's the divine masculine's time to come towards you. Before, I feel like you overgave and you were the one that was healing and you were the one that was giving everything. But they're saying that they're going to come in and you guys are going to take this step by step. So this is not like the quickest energy, all right? But there is a quick change of your connection. There is communication coming in. Now, I can't predict people's free will choices, okay? So don't get on there like, oh, they didn't say that, all right? It looks very good that they're going to come in and say this. They have been doing the work. And we have here faith, which is Hierophant. So they're absolutely wanting a higher level connection with you. But again, I feel like this goes step by step. Let me just find out. I'm going to ask, what's their likely action with this new moon energy? What's the divine masculine's likely action towards the divine feminine in this connection? Ooh, that's a lot. But I got Ace of Coins again. Chariot. So they are coming in. I would bet that it's going to be communication. This is fast-acting communication. This is fast-acting coming towards you. And then we have the Knight of Pentacles and the King of Cups. Again, I feel like Knight of Pentacles is solid offer. Slow moving. It's the slow pony, okay? Step by step. They've been strategizing. This person is King of Cups to you. But the King of Cups holds great love. It's scorpionic energy. They have great love. But they don't say it out loud, right? It's like they feel you deeply, more than you know. There is so much they're not saying to you about how they feel. In many ways, they have felt inadequate, so they've been working on themselves so that they can come forward and even give you an offer. But they are doing their best, and they hold extreme love for you. But it is going to go slow, all right? So they are going to offer you something of value. It's going to be a big deal to them. You're not sure, again, because of the disappointment of the past, all right? You're not sure. There's a little bit of wobble in your energy because I'm like, what's the divine feminine feeling? We got the Ten of Swords again. You feel like kind of betrayed or rejected by them. But we have death energy again, which is Scorpio. Change, transformation, Phoenix rising from the ashes. So that old is dying off. That rejection period that that caused you to go towards the coin rather than the hearts, all right? It's dying off. And we have the Hierophant again, followed by the Ten of Cups, all right? So this is going to union, all right, merging. This is long-term connections, possibly marriage, okay? So this is a person in your soulmate cycle that you absolutely could be on the path to marriage or longer term commitment. Not everybody wants to be married these days, okay? So take it how it resonates. I know I don't want to be government married, but yeah. So essentially, this looks amazing, this lunar cycle. You guys are moving through this transition. So what Spirit's saying is keep doing what you're doing, okay? Keep focusing on you. Keep focusing on being your best self, having fun, making your stability, all right? But that being said, go on the journey here with your divine masculine. They are going to come forward. They are going to offer you something. It may seem small, but they want to take things to the next level. And this is where, even though the card didn't come out, I'm feeling temperance, okay? This is where patience is needed. Spirit's indicating, yes, this is a good connection, like a great connection. You guys are power couple, right? You came out as amazing couple together. But it's going to grow step by step, okay? So that's why they're saying the journey to love here is a journey. It's a process, all right? So find joy in the process. As you are bringing things to the next level, let the divine masculine open their heart to you. They are going to open up a little at a time. They're going to open up to you, to trust you with their feelings and their emotions. This is a deep feeler that you have, okay? This is a very sensitive masculine that loves you very much, but you are also intimidating to them, and you don't change a thing about that, okay? Because that is part of what helps them to grow and be inspired. I feel like you're their muse of some sort, okay? But this is saying, take it step by step. Don't go so far out into the future where you make yourself anxious. This is beautiful energy. This is it finally coming together. But allow that energy to process, because in these soulmate cycles, the energy is very intense, okay? And there's a lot of merging and a lot of integration that has to happen, and the both of you kind of trigger each other. But this is saying you've moved past that kind of triggering time, and now it's time to come into union. And the divine masculine is now on the side where before I felt like the divine feminine was holding all of the heart and love energy. It almost is like the divine feminine's kind of given up hope on this connection. They're like, okay, I'm done with it. And now the divine masculine is like, whoa, they're finally coming into full realization of just how much that they love you. They don't want to lose you, but they want to be able to offer what they can. And so if you'll go step by step with this looks like it's coming into union, okay? So thank you so much. I'm going to leave it there. If you're still with me, so grateful. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing. For those of you who would like to enter the drawing, remember it's free to enter, free to win. Here's how you do it. You be a subscriber if you're not already. So subscribe, hit that bell button, like and share this video. And then in the comment section below, write, I am on the journey of love. I am on the journey of love. That lets me know you're claiming this reading and would like to be entered into the drawing. I will do that drawing on video at the first of the month and reveal the winner, and hopefully it is you. So until next time, aloha.